What's going on, everybody? It's Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. Market a little choppy. Started to sell off intraday as Jerome Powell was finally speaking about inflation. We're going to go over some of the numbers that were released yesterday, but more importantly, I want to talk about where investors see inflation going and how it is going to affect the market. At the end, guys, we are also going to talk about AMC, so stick around. Let's get into it. First off, guys, these were released yesterday, okay? It's it's the highest consumer price index increase since 2008. All items are up about 5.4%. Food at about 2.4%. Expect that to rise, especially as food prices are going to have to increase naturally because gas prices are increased. And if you look at the biggest one of all, energy up 24.5%. Okay, and the commodities, which lead it at 44.2%. I want to jump over to this article by Barron's really quickly. And like I said, guys, it continued to surge in June, rising at the fastest pace since August 2008 and raising fresh questions over whether price inflation will be transitory. Also, will it be temporary? Will this start to cool down as the Fed starts to slowly raise interest rates, as people get back to work and the economy really starts to move around in circles? Guys, just pay attention to this because, like I said, we are in the second year of the bull run. We have not had a pullback yet, okay, to hit that 10% retracement of a correction in the Dow or the S&P 500. High growth and big tech did see that correction back in February and March, but like I said, the Dow and the S&P has not seen that yet. So pay attention to that. Be vigilant with your positions. We are still in a time where it is nice to be able to buy stocks that are insanely oversold and get out of them when they hit your price targets, as well as the overextended point. Okay, now I do want to talk about AMC, guys. I'm going to jump quickly over to the charts. We are sitting below $35. A couple things I want to go over. If you look here, okay, we jump back over to the 4-hour chart, guys. The next really sign of a little bit of support here is at the $29 level. Now, a lot of people have reached out to me saying, Jeff, what are you doing? Jeff, what is going on? Are they continue to short and so forth? The information that we are clearly getting from sources such as Ortex or sources such as a Market Beat might not be the most accurate, because none of it covers what's been synthetic, what has been hidden. Okay, that was a big reason why we all got into this play. But if you look at this, the short volume has decreased over the last month, okay, over the last two recording periods. Now, what could that mean? That could be individuals that were shorting the stock at 60. Now it retraced, they are up, even 50% of their position. They might choose to get out of it and return those shares back. But like I said, guys, that is only what is known. The other catalyst that could be, and I've covered this before, are the large institutions selling? Okay, now large institutions have a different standpoint than us as retail investors, or even other hedge funds. There are a lot of other hedge funds that will really go to battle against their rivalries. They know the information, they know all the research that is done, the fact that there are plenty of synthetic shares out there that eventually will need to be accounted for, and they might still hold their positions. However, some of these large institutions have seen 100%, 150% gains, and now the price has retraced about 50% from its all-time highs. They might be closing their positions, but inevitably, guys, if there is enough retail buying power, we will continue to scoop those up and not get anywhere near that $10 level, which is where a majority of the short positions began. Okay, so keep that in the back of your mind. Last thing, guys, I want to point this out here. This was a tweet that I put out, and it's never trade based off emotions, trade off of fundamentals. The first thing I want to point out to you guys is there are many different type of fundamentals. I know I cover the charts in my videos. We talk about the 50 moving average. We talk about levels of support, levels of resistance, and so forth. And some of you guys say, oh, those fundamentals, those, traditional fundamentals don't matter when it comes to AMC. But whether you're investing in a stock because it's a momentum play, okay, or the fact that it is insanely overshorted, all right, as well as a recovery play, all right, this was a stock that was first come about back in January and February that was insanely oversold, and the economy was going to recover. All right, this was also a recovery play, as well as, like I said, the insane amount of short possessions. Those are fundamentals, okay, of a play, which is why you invest in. That's what I was talking about, okay? The fact that it was overshorted. All right, if those fundamentals haven't changed and you still have 100% conviction in your play, then whatever you choose to do is going to be answered by that. But don't just go off of straight emotions. All right. Because what happens is when the price starts tanking, the amount of users that search AMC go up. All right. The amount of times you scroll Reddit looking for something, for some affirmation. Okay. The amount of times you guys scroll Twitter to look for affirmation. I just need to see this. I just need to see that it's going to go back up. Even though nobody can really tell, the future. All right. Nobody can tell the future. You just need to see some of those, the affirmation of why you're holding, which inevitably you're looking for answers from someone else, which you should have 100% control over your own portfolio. Okay. I started talking about this stock back when it first was at about $13, got down to $5, continued to cover it, and many people got into this play and are still up an astronomical amount. And I know a lot of you guys are not selling, and the fact that you're so far up, and like I said, the play that we got into still stands. It's only gotten bigger. But for some of you guys that got into it late, that wanted to play with other stocks, that got into it at $50, all right, and are having, trouble in searching the internet, looking on whether to hold or not, just remember, okay, that you need to do with whatever you feel comfortable with. All right, a lot of you guys watching my channel are anywhere between 25 and 35 years old. And chances are, unless your objective was to invest in AMC, sell, and never invest in the stock market again, you are going to eventually be involved in another play. Okay, this will not be your last play. You're going to be involved in another play, especially, like I said, if you're 25 years old. You got a long time of work and you got a long time of living. The market's going to be around for a long period of time. All right, so keep your conviction true on whatever your decision is. There have been individuals, okay, that have chose to average up, buy the dip. There have been individuals, all right, that just continue to hold their position. And might be some people out there that have to choose to sell their position. And that's okay, all right, because once we scoop up all of the investors, shares, that's just going to give even more hold to us retail. But inevitably, guys, keep your emotions in check. That is the number one thing that is going to wreck you as an individual. It's going to wreck your lives. It's going to wreck your family. I even noticed the past couple of days I've been checking my phone even a little bit more. My girlfriend pointed that out to me. She was like, Jeff, you've been checking your phone a little bit more. All right. And I feel like I have very good control over my emotions because, like I said, guys, one, I'm still very far ahead in this play, and I've been investing in the stock market for quite a long period of time. Okay. But keep your emotions in check. Your emotions are going to last you forever. Your health, your well-being is going to be with you forever. Okay. So guys, that's it for this video.